Hey everybody, DM Seth here, and I really wish we were recording literally like 5 minutes ago because Jacob had one of the most beautiful rants I've ever heard about why we do this show. Jacob, summarize it please for us now.
I just gotta say that for you all listening in your car, it's okay. It's okay you're dodging your problems by listening to us. Just don't think about anything. Don't think about how your job, you're gonna be late for your job. Don't think about how your boss is going to secretly hate you for doing that. Just think, hey, what can I laugh about in the next 5 minutes? Or even right now, while I steer my wheel, or I am at work right now where I can work at a job where I can listen to music. Wow, that's a great job. Just listen to us, and it'll be good. You don't have to think about what comes tomorrow. I think that's a scary thought. I don't want to think about it either. Thanks.
All right. And Cheaper by the Dungeon has now finished. This is it. This is the end. This is the end. That was it. We've done our duty.
I mean, you can't really peak after that. That was the peak.
I know.
It's all downhill.
Thank you for that PSA, Jacob. And for all you office people or car drivers, look out! Scared you. Okay. So
what are we doing?
As you know, we are D&D gamer gods, and because of that fact, we level up all the time, specifically after the last episode. So for the intro to this one, I'm going to let the boys... Connor, are you here, by the way?
I am here.
Adam, you here?
Yeah, hi.
Jacob?
Hey, it's me.
I suppose you're wondering why
I thought you were going to go
here.
for another one. I thought you were just going to go into a new rant. Please explain. Actually, we'll start with you, Jacob. Just explain what you got with your level up. The boys are now level 8.
Already? Wow.
Pushes up glasses. So, as per always, I always level up my health by 5 every time. I do not like to take a chance. In fact, if you've noticed, I really try to steer anything my character does in a way that benefits me. So I hate anything that is out of my control, which is why I level up kind of 5 each time. So my health increases the same amount each time. It also helps because I don't have to remember kind of what I did before. So if I ever lost my sheet, I can just be like, whoa, I leveled up 5 times for the previous 7 levels. I'm at level 8 right now. I obviously leveled up my wisdom. Zippy's a really smart bunny, and so I felt canonically it only makes sense for me to level up wisdom, even though I desperately need strength. My strength is -1 right now, so for those listening, keeping tabs, you see me fudge my rolls. I'm sorry. So I leveled up my wisdom. I did that before because level 4, I think, and now level 8, you get to level up your ability score. We use at home who are counting. I leveled up at level 4 to 16 on the wisdom. Now it's 18, so I get a +4 to wisdom on not only my saving throws, I get bonus, but also things like animal handling, insight, and also perception and survival as well. I mostly never use those things. I usually just talk my way out of everything. So I mean, it's just for you listeners, but yeah, those are kind of the main things I focused on. So yeah, I'm proficiency bonus +3, but man, I'm just racking up that wisdom until I at least hit 20, and then I don't have an option to kind of continue on. So I'm gonna do things like maybe intelligence, but that's I don't know, that's different from wisdom in a way. So I'm just gonna see where that kind of takes me. But that's kind of what I did.
Wow, that was Jacob. You just ranted like Zippy. I just feel like you've really embodied that.
Okay,
Adam,
sorry,
you're
one
next.
quick question for Jake. Is that all right?
Yeah, go for it.
Jake, I never asked you this. When you first made Zippy, did you use, did you roll his stats, or did you use standard array, or what?
No, if you listen back to our Q&A that we did between season 1 and 2, I really just kind of came up with a character at the spot, and so I really just came up with the stats as soon as possible because Seth needed the sheet. So really,
he did a standard array. He did.
If you listen back to the Q&A, it's a good episode. The voice for my character literally came the second I said the first word, and so everything kind of had to go around the stats in a sense. So that's how I play. I don't judge anyone who plays differently, and don't judge me for playing that way as well.
Don't you dare judge me. All right. Okay, cool. Just wondering.
Yeah, so is everyone.
Did you just get like more spell slots, or did you get any kind of feat or anything?
That's a good question, actually. I also got a wild shape improvement, so that just means that I can transform into like a higher tier of kind of animal, which is really rad, actually. My spell slots at level 4, I can do 2 now, if people are interested, which is really cool.
Nice.
Nice. Right on.
Adam, what about
My turn?
Peterson's first level up? Baby's first level up.
Okay, so I basically just kept it simple. I upped my wisdom as well, just because that's my spell casting modifier. By the way, we never really said this, but I'm playing a shaman. It's a homebrew, but you can find it online if anyone cares to look it up. If you just Google shaman class 5e, it's the first thing that pops up. At least it was the first thing that popped up for me. It's on. Can I say this? I'm allowed to say this, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Okay.
credit.
So. Yeah,
we ain't plagiarizing.
Yeah, dandwiki.com. So, and then that's there. So that's basically in case anyone wants to follow and keep me accountable. Yeah, so I just upped my wisdom. It gave me another spell, which we'll find out what that is as we play. I can now cast another 4th level spell. I rolled for more health, and I only got a 2. And my constitution is 0, so... just went up by 2, but that's what you get when you roll. That's it for me, though.
Connor, you know what to do.
Do I? Yeah, so took another ranger level. Ranger's at level 8. The only thing that really changes is you get, like Jacob mentioned, the ability score improvement and then one other skill change. So actually, I opted to not take the ability score improvement, and I took a feat. I took the lucky feat. So now, between every long rest, I get 3 luck die, which I can expend for any time I'm attacking, doing a saving throw, or an enemy is attacking me. And I can use those luck die basically as like advantage, or basically to impose disadvantage. So I can choose I can use those die anytime I'm rolling or you're rolling before the resolution has been determined. But if we already know something hit or whatever, I can't use it after that. So
He
really excited to
basically
use that.
cut off my feet and then he hangs them around his neck as his lucky rabbit feet.
Ew.
That's basically it. We don't like to talk about it because like they're actually Lapine feet, and like so it's kind of sensitive. But
That's where
really
Zippy's
gross.
pinky is. That's where his pinky is.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, the other thing I got with being a ranger is just a skill called land stride. So basically any kind of like natural environment that would be considered rough terrain, which halves your movement, does not do that for me. Or anything that might have like thorns or anything that may make moving through any kind of nature difficult does not affect me at all. And then for any kind of spell, that like nature-based spell that would cause some kind of slowness or something like entangle, I get advantage on saving throws against those. So I'm a lot harder to be held down, and I can move freely.
Man, so basically you can never die.
Well, no, I can still die. I mean, I can't dodge a fireball. I don't got that rogue uncanny dodge.
Oh, one quick question. Your luck dice, can you use like all 3 in one round?
No, I think I'd have to double check the verbiage again, but my understanding is like I can use one for one kind of like action. So if I'm attacking, I can use 1 luck die. But I'd have to double check the specific verbiage on it. But that's how I understand it at this point. And for health, because Jacob seems to always think I'm cheating, I rolled my health in front of Seth so he would see it, and I rolled a 9.
Oh, yeah, 9.
What? No! We rehearsed this, Seth. You can't do that. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I saw 6 and I was upside down the whole thing.
No, I rolled a 9 on a d10, and then my constitution's only +1, so I got 10 more health.
Okay, so for me, emotionally, I leveled up. I can handle more stress. I can DM a little bit better, and my bowel movements are slightly more closer to that of just solid instead of just. Recap is going to be now. So if you didn't listen to the last episodes, totally fine, because that's what we're here for. But I'm not going to give you all the details, so go listen to them, idiot. So basically what happened in the last episode, the boys went inside the pink floor, which turned out to be some monster being that can speak telepathically and is called Level. It's this giant monster as far as they can tell. They went inside. Zippy made a bet that Darian and Peterson could complete this task of assassinating an orc within 10 minutes. The whole thing was timed. It was really intense. And they went through and they did it ultimately. And so they won. And what Zippy put on the line for their lives was a book about Felix, or at least all the information this creature knew about Felix, the number one greeter. And also loot and treasure. So they got a ton of stuff. And yeah. And basically it ended with them taking off from Lundy, the cat village, with yogurt. And now the new member of the squad, temporarily apparently, because he's a hired mercenary, Peterson, the goblin shaman. So, you guys are on your airship, the Sparrow, with now the Furballs, Furs and Accessories advertisement slapped on the side, as well as, the Aesop's airships things. It's turning into a walking, billboard, or flying billboard. So you guys are flying south. You have a map. And you can see the best way to go about this is kind of fly directly south and then turn to the west and go that way. So you're making kind of an L shape-ish. So you guys are flying along. Is there any conversations you want to have, or do you just want to keep going?
I was going to say, so I think what we determined before, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page for loot, is we basically, all the liquid gold we dispersed, we dispersed a couple things for each individual person, and then a bunch of the other stuff is still kind of in limbo until we go through the appraisal. We're all still on board with that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I don't really need to have any conversations. Just wanted to make sure we all knew what happened with the loot.
You would.
Okay.
I want that goblet, though. You know the one. You laugh, but I'm not.
Yeah, Adam?
Okay, I have two quick things I want to do. First off, is there a chance in the ship where Peterson gets some time unsupervised, or is he basically watched all the time?
That's a Zippy and Darian call.
I'm going to watch this guy, Darian, all the time, okay? I won't let him leave my sight.
Okay. Darian's got bigger fish to fry. He's over.
I'm just kidding.
Well, then Peterson's going to start walking around, once they're in the air, and I'm sure he looks out and is amazed by the view and everything. Incredible.
Hey, where are you going? I see. Peterson, I think we should discuss what we just did and what we're going to do for Manasnow. Unless you have to use the washroom, is that what you were doing? I don't mean to impose.
No, I have never been on such a vessel before.
It's quite incredible. It's my pride and joy. I fly it very well.
Our pride and joy, Zip.
It's amazing how you can fly it when you're not even holding the mast. You're out here on the deck with me.
You tell me not to speak for you, Darian, so I didn't mean to.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, this is quite nice. Are we flying right now? I can't tell. DM, are we flying right now?
Zippy looks out the window and remembers, yeah, he's in fact flying currently.
Oh, yes.
He had a little bit of a stroke.
Yes, I remember. I got this thing off the ground, and now we're heading towards Manasnow.
Your autopilot skills are phenomenal. I am astounded.
I know. In such a short amount of time, I've managed to become an expert at this. It's crazy, because I'm a rabbit. I usually dig down, but now I'm flying up.
You're S rank, 100%.
I don't know what that means.
It's goblin lingo. I was wondering if I could get a tour of this ship.
Yeah, Darian's good at doing that. I have to fly the ship, so Darian?
Yeah, I can give you a quick walkthrough.
Thank you, Westboro.
Welcome aboard.
Tall one. Show me.
All right.
So, Darian leads Peterson throughout the ship. You look at the cockpit, kind of encapsulated glass bubble area on top, where Zippy's kind of steering the ship, and there's some desks and storage in there. You go out and you see it's just the bridge kind of, and you see the two giant balloons on the side. You go below deck and you see there's the engine pumping and all these steam valves going. And you see at the back there's kind of separate individual rooms, kind of like crew quarters, as well as one lower level that's kind of smaller, but still it's just a storage area. So 3 levels, the bottom one being the smallest. It's a little kind of like closety area, but that's where you have some boxes or where you stored some of this loot besides in your bag of holding. In the individual crew quarters, you see Yogurt is taking a nap in one, his, and you see James has a do not disturb sign on his door, and then there is one that has Norman's body in it, and then, there's the rest, and there is one for Peterson, if you'd like one, and Darian and Zippy.
Do I see Norman? Like, is his door open? Am I shown his body?
Darian, do you show him as a body?
He probably would have left the door closed. Probably just explaining, like, well, this is where our companion Norman is. He's in a bit of a coma right now, and we're trying to find a way to get him back. And so he's resting in here.
Tall One, would you mind if I took a look at my shaman practices? We do have some healing methods that may be unfamiliar to the Eladrin kind.
I've seen some pretty weird things before. Do you mind walking me through what you plan to do?
Of course. I merely an assessment at first, as our custom, where I would just look through my mask and see what there is to see. If anything that the ancestors would reveal to me that maybe would escape regular eyes.
Something maybe from the ethereal plane. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any harm in, taking a look. And I open the door and bring him inside.
You go inside, and the air feels still. And you see, lying down on this bed, a wounded body, and kind of like scratched up and scarred. It doesn't look too brutal because Zippy healed him, but you see his left arm is like crumbling and kind of scratched up and looks broken. And you see there's Norman. Blue tattoos and golden skin and all.
He's just as beautiful as the tales describe.
I
don't say it. Okay, I'm going to say, I'm just going to take a closer look. And I pull down my mask just to see if I see anything.
Okay. The mask comes down. So, when you look into the ethereal plane, you can kind of see it's like the same plane, but still kind of like foggy and shadowy. It's like black and white. You can see like Darian next to you and things like that, but he's kind of like faded a little bit. You remember when you were looking at level, you saw an actual like spirit. When you look at Norman's body, it still has this kind of just grayness about it. It nothing super special seems to be there, but you do see when you take a closer look, just over his chest where his medallion used to rest, there is a little kind of blue flicker. Very faint, but there's something.
Okay. Wow, that's so interesting. That is so
It's like a little magical, just like candle-ish, but it's very small.
Okay.
Almost unnoticeable if you didn't take a really close look.
Okay. I'm going to put up my mask, and I'm going to say, I can see that you have done well to preserve his life. There is something about him that fights to remain on this plane. I commend your skills. If nothing else, I would like to do the best I can to set his arm. It might be beyond repair, I'm not sure, but I can see what I can do.
Are you like some kind of doctor familiar with doing things like that?
Well, just I have cure wounds and some similar spells.
I mean, sure.
Cool. We don't need to go through that if we don't want.
You can do a medicine check for me, Peterson.
Okay. Medicine, eh? Interesting. 9.
Okay. You don't think cure wounds is really going to do anything. You don't really know what you were talking about. You talked a big game. You don't necessarily know if anything you do will help.
So I basically do like in Harry Potter. Harry Potter, I just kind of like move its arm a little bit.
Yeah.
And there you go. I think that is a better set.
Great. Let's continue on this tour, shall we?
Perfect. Lead the way.
And you show Peterson the rest of the ship.
Nice.
And that's the end of the tour. Do you have any questions?
No. That's good for me. Thank you, Tall One.
Oh, good. I probably wasn't going to answer any anyway. All right. Well, I'm gonna go do a little bit of maintenance, but I'll catch you in Manasnow.
Perfect.
Okay. All of you, with Zippy at the helm, are flying to Manasnow. You're going across the free plains, and according to the map that Zippy has pulled out, he can see that there's like a tower coming up that should be kind of a land marker. And sure enough, you see this tower that's raised on this plateau, and you're flying, and you actually see that the tower, the top of it, is actually pretty much on the same level as where you're flying. You're quite high up, but you're not like above the mountains or anything. So you can see the tower is there. And you actually see somebody with a torch waving at you, Zippy. Like they're asking for you to park next to the top of the tower.
Is anyone else in my cockpit room?
Darian, would you be, or?
Well, I said I was going to go do some maintenance on the ship and make sure everything was in working order and kind of just check my gear. I don't think I'd be up in the cockpit with him right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this. Although it's a little weird that them to assume that a flying ship's normal, but I mean, maybe they're just being precautious. I'll just go where they tell me to go. Don't want to start anything. I know you listeners think I do things like that, but that's not me.
That's not me. Okay?
I read the comments.
You pull up to the top of this tower, like next to it. You glide the ship over, and you pull up like you're coming up to a Tim Hortons drive-thru. Yeah, we're Canadian. And the guy's like shouting at you, and you're inside like your cockpit, so you can't hear him, but he's like shouting at you, and it seems to be like an older gentleman, just a human with no facial hair, but you can see the age on his face, and he's like, you hear just.
I walk over to the window on my left, and I kind of roll it down. I forgot this was a drive-through, and I roll it down the window.
And he's like,
Hey, oh, there we go. You got a nice ride here, man. Sorry for flagging you down like that, but I just had to check out your ride. Wow.
Thank you very much. It's kind of like a teen ship we got going. Do you have anything to give us for free? I can put your name on the side of the ship.
Actually, this is... Whoa, yeah. See, I'm a part of this Busy Hands Club. We do knit... You know what? I don't have the banner on me. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really into knitting, if that's what I think you were gonna say. Where can I park this thing so that people won't feel so intimidated?
It's the air. Nowhere? I was just pulling you over to ask where you guys are heading. This is kind of like a checkpoint.
We wanted to check out Manasnow. We're new to the area.
Nice. Okay, Manasnow. Yeah, that's a bit of a ways away.
Is this kind of like a pit stop? Are you gonna like attack us or something? What's going on?
No, it's like an en route. It's like you get food here, you can get clothes to get warm.
Lapine, get me a double-double.
The place where people stop before going in past the cold line.
Oh, I see. Well, we're nice. We bought some clothes. We're nice and warm and prepared to go to the cold city, Manasnow.
All right, just checking. Just thought I'd check. I wanted to ask if you had no clothes, because, I don't want you going in there and getting your buns froze.
Hey, Zippy, why did we stop sailing? And whoa, there's a tower here. Hello.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Sorry, I think I caught the tail end of that about it being a cold line. Like, is that just where there's a big temperature drop or something like that?
Nah, man. Yeah, they nailed it. Yep. That's it. That's all it is.
Can I do like
Real steep temperature drop, though.
Can I do like an insight check here to see if this guy seems sketchy at all to me?
Yeah, okay.
And then I was wondering if I could make some kind of like intelligence check or something to see if I think the cold temperature is going to impact the ship operations at all.
Go for it.
Okay, I'll roll mine first, and then
Yeah, go for it.
mine's a 16.
Upon closer inspection, this guy seems to be carrying bags in his hands, like two just like bags of probably gold from the chinglinging you can hear. He seems to probably not work here.
Okay, and then Darian wants to do his roll.
Yeah, I just wanted to check the kind of the from my knowledge of the ship, if I think the cold's going to affect it. That's lucky because my intelligence is -1 actually, but that was still a natural 18, so 17.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell that the cold is going to have an effect on the ship. It won't be able to fly as fast. And you know that just because of how it goes, you'll have to stay relatively low to the ground, because if you go too high up, everything's going to freeze, and then you'll probably just drop like a rock.
Okay.
Iron Man 1 style.
That's so amazing. The physics are real in this world.
My goodness. You thought I was playing in a lawless land?
Anyways, yeah, so you can tell that you're probably going to have to fly low.
Excuse me, but I can't help but notice the bags in your hands.
Oh, sorry, I'm just looting this place. I'm just thieving. Actually, I came up here because guards were chasing me.
Well, that was very forthcoming of you.
Yeah, I thought I'd flag you down. I came up here and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna jump. And I was just gonna hope that I was gonna not break all my legs. And then I saw you guys flag you down. Do you mind giving me a lift real quick? I think they're coming.
I mean,
I was just gonna say what.
I'm sorry, Darian.
Zippy, I'm sorry. After you, Zippy. Zippy.
No,
after
not.
you.
I mean, I mean, personally.
Oh, take your time. Take your time. I don't mind.
I mean, personally, I don't see a difference between him and us. I mean, I think in some situations we might do the same thing. We're adventurers, after all.
I just want to double check. What is this place you're robbing? This is a rather tall tower. What are you robbing right now?
Oh, gold.
Like from what is this? What is this building?
Oh, it's literally just like a huge tavern. It's just like lots of layers of like, it's like a pit stop. It's like a mini kind of town in here. It's just for people who are gonna cross into the cold part. So I thought, lots of travelers, good for looting. And I stole from a lot of them, and I can hear they're angry.
Is this like the border patrol?
Yeah. Pretty much border control, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, Peterson's going to climb up
But
on
also
deck.
there's like restaurants and stuff, yeah.
Peterson's going to climb up on deck and kind of hear what's going on, just to establish that he is there. Cool.
Sure.
Yeah. I want to do a quick insight to make sure I believe him as to what this building actually is, because I also don't want to burn any bridges if this is actually a good resource.
Okay.
Insight. That's actually a 19. That's a 14 plus 5.
Yeah, you can tell that he is telling the truth on what this place is. It is kind of like a pit stop, giant tavern, if you will. Yeah, it's like a mega mall, kind of in an up tower. Yeah.
I
do you
just
think,
feel
Zip?
like by picking this guy up, that our ship is noticeable enough that word will get around that we might be in cahoots with the guy who's stealing from some good people.
Yeah, we got a lot of signage.
Guys, literally, you could just take me and then drop me on the ground. It's just more of a like a vertical thing is my issue.
Okay.
It's like an
That-
accessory to robbery kind of thing.
I have a magic carpet. How about I just lower you down to the ground and just let you do your own thing? But it shouldn't look like we're kind of involved in any sense.
I mean, beggars can't be, thieves can't be.
You gotta give us
What?
some of your gold, though.
Yeah, you got 2 bags, right? You could probably leave one.
All right. He's stepping on the ledge. He's like, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump.
All right, good luck.
Oh boy.
Actually, I want to watch this one play out. Good luck. And Darren's just gonna sit down at the edge of the ship and just watch him get ready to jump.
Oh yeah, here we go. You're really gonna watch me do this? You really?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Look, I've been pretty
Whoa.
bored on this ship for a while.
Look.
I'm ready to
Whoa.
see this play out.
My
Tall
one
one.
foot's off the edge.
Tall one, if he
Whoa.
falls, get your fox to catch one of those bags.
Whoa.
Ooh, I'll do that. Yeah, okay.
Okay. The plot. My leg.
Those
I'm not
bags no
joking.
matter what.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Lead him
true.
for your humanity.
Toss the bags
Oh,
first.
no. Okay. Yeah, I might do it.
Yep.
And he steps down. He's like, guys, I'm not good at doing it. Guys, I'll take the carpet. How much gold?
Just one of your bags.
Okay, fine. Here. And he throws one.
Great.
All right,
catch
see you
him.
later.
And then I
What?
No, I give him my magic carpet, and I tell the magic carpet to help him get down, but it's like inconspicuous. Like the magic carpet leaves from one of the windows and then comes around the ship and helps him out.
The magic carpet unfurls from your back because it's usually like rolled up there, and it stands before you. Say the command word.
Alakazam, go around the window, be hidden.
It's quite
And
the
it
command
like
word.
bows. It bows with its corner, and then it like starts slinking itself, like bending and compressing, like it's sneaking, and then it like puts itself up against the glass, and it slowly goes like around and out the window, and then it goes beneath the guy on the ledge, and he's like, "All right, now I'm really gonna jump. Thanks, guys!" And he jumps on the carpet, and down he goes.
What's in the bag?
In the
Yeah.
in the meantime, I get the ship to start going kind of forward, and then I whistle, and once the guy's at the bottom, like the carpet kind of discreetly comes following the ship. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to keep an eye out to see if we, like, as we're kind of cruising away and the guy's running away on the ground, if we see guards come to the top.
Sure. You
And
guys,
if they do, I want to yell something.
you guys are flying away, and you see, Darian, you see on the ground, the carpet has landed the person, and the carpet's starting to come back. And the person you can see is just kind of like waving and running into some nearby woods.
Waving.
And you see at the top of the tower, there are like just a mix of guards and pedestrians who get to the top, and they're just like looking around like confused, and they see you guys, and they're like waving, and they're like raising their arms, and they're like waving at you.
Are they in earshot?
If you use something like thaumaturgy, yeah.
Does anybody got thaumaturgy?
No.
I heard a rumor that one of the 3 great treasure hunters from Aurum used to have that spell.
I'm going to wave and gesture like I'm directing them, and I'm going to point down to the forest where we saw the guy run away.
Roll performance check.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He went that way.
That's a 2 plus 1, so that's a 3.
You're lucky.
You're trying to signal to them, and they're like, "What? like what are you doing?"
Down
and
in
you're
the
like pointing.
down in the trees, the big tall like poofy thing, the trees. He ran away, ran over there. It's over there.
What? No.
He's
And they can't hear you. The communication is barred.
all right. Well, see you later.
And you guys fly away.
Anything in the bag?
Yeah, you open the bag, and you see there is only 250 gold.
Not
What?
worth it.
Wah, wah.
Barely worth the fuel to pick him up.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's just make that some team gold.
Sweet. I give it to Darian. Here you go, Toddle One.
Thank you.
And you guys go flying away. It's starting as you pass through the cold line just in front of the, or south of the tower.
I would like to say, like, from my previous check, I informed Zippy of like what the cold line would do to the ship, and so he's prepared to kind of like bring the ship down before we fully hit it, so we don't crash land.
Perfect. And Zippy, you do that?
I don't think the elements can get in the way of our spirit, so I go high into the sky.
I
But
knew
you
it.
quickly realize that that's a mistake and go really low to the ground.
Real low. And you start flying lower and lower, and you're above the trees, kind of, just like slightly above the trees of the woods that you're flying over, and you feel the temperatures dropping somewhat rapidly. And as you fly for another hour and two, you notice that there's starting to be snow on the tops of these trees, and snowflakes are dropping from the sky, and you see that it's getting harder and harder to see as the snow comes in and in and in. And Zippy, you take the right turn towards Manasnow, and you're crossing the ice walk, which is just this open plain, no tree in sight, just open, but the snow is extremely heavy. It's starting to be somewhat blizzarding. You all have your fur coats and stuff on, but it still feels somewhat cold, but you know, you're good. And you keep flying, and you're probably all huddled in the cockpit now for warmth. And you're flying through the blizzard. Everybody make a perception check.
Ooh.
That's an 18.
14
13
for
plus
me.
5.
Mine is an 8.
Sorry, what did you get, Connor?
18.
And Peterson?
14.
Okay. Peterson and Darian, you notice that Pepper, the hawk fox, is kind of looking around and is a little bit kind of worried, and they seem to like hide underneath one of the drawers in the cockpit, and they're just kind of like cowering in there. And Darian, you notice when you look out the window that, you know, it's all snowy, but you open the door and you just take a glance out, and you see there's like, it's just gray all around you, but there's a darker gray spot on your left that is getting bigger and bigger.
Fellas?
Yes, Toddle
What
One.
is that?
I pulled out my mask.
Peterson, mask comes down. The snow, whoo, gone. Ethereal plane. And you look over, and you see the gray mass is a mammoth, a giant mammoth, and it's like running towards the ship. Like it's gonna rampage and just run right through it.
Well, first I'll say, Mammoth! There's a giant woolly mammoth up ahead! Pull up!
I
Move!
veer to the left.
So you're flying straight, it's coming from the left, you want to turn left?
Is there a way to... Am I at full speed right now?
You could go a little faster.
I go try to go a little faster.
Yeah, or you could, like, you know, drop one of the pills in for an extra boost, like Aesop told you before, like stuff like that. You have options.
I pop one of my ammo pills, the ones that I've been keeping on me since the beginning.
Yeah?
That from the foundation, and then I go full speed.
Do you want me to drop one of the pills?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This is like when you want to enter like a new realm in a video game, and it's like, are you sure you want to do this?
All right. And I grab onto the railing and brace myself.
I pass my pills. I throw a pill to Darian into Peterson, and I say, if any of you have any ways to heat up the engines down below, go now as fast as you can. We need to go as quick as possible.
Of course.
I think we may be in dun, 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 a mammoth herd.
Of course.
I don't know. I heard there's one outside, so I'm expecting more. But we need to go quick. So if you have any fire spells or anything, just heat up those engines down below. Keep us from freezing.
I'm gonna stay up here just because I feel like I'm the only one that has good vision up here in the snow.
Okay.
Zip,
You're the
heating up the engines is going to be one of those boosters for the air elementals. That's all we got.
The mammoth is coming. It's almost upon us.
I will say you don't necessarily know that.
Then we'll just have
true.
to believe. Take your pills, gentlemen, and just hold on. I increase the speed
Oh boy.
and continue on our trajectory.
Darian
Zippy
pops
took a
the
pill.
Yeah, I pop it too.
Darian took the pill.
Me too.
I took a pill in Ibiza.
Peterson, do you take the pill?
Yeah, I pop it.
You slide it under your mask. Zippy, you eat the pill. And are you going to grab the wheel and try and steer as best you can? While
I grip it hard.
Okay. Peterson, you're going to be a lookout.
Yeah.
And Darian, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go down to kind of all the basic like ship, like where all the mechanisms kind of like live for the engine, and just kind of like make sure everything's in like full working order, so we can go as best we can without whatever that booster is for the air elementals.
Sure. You run down, Darian, and you see there's some ice forming on all the pipes down there. But they're still going along like okay, but you can tell like they're struggling, or there's more pressure and it's more difficult for them to work. Peterson, roll a perception.
Okay.
And Zippy, roll athletics with advantage. Also you, Peterson, with advantage.
Okay.
And while they're doing that, Darian, what would you like to do?
As long as I can see all the pipes and everything working okay, I'm not going to do anything at the moment, but just kind of using some of the tools that Aesop left me. I'm just going to keep, tweaking knobs and tightening pipes and just making sure nothing bursts or like whatever needs to be done on that engine from the training I got from him gets done.
I'm going to say roll a survival check. Because you're trying to keep the ship surviving. And the wisdom of what you learned from Aesop. So, Peterson, what'd you get?
22.
Zippy, what'd you get?
14.
Darian, what'd you get?
I got a 9 plus 5, so also a 14.
Got it. All right. Peterson, with your heightened abilities, as soon as you pop this pill, you notice something else is around you. You have a sense. You go outside onto the front deck, and you look to the left, and you see the mammoth is coming through your mask, and you look behind, and you see there is another giant mammoth running behind you. You coordinate this and yell to Zippy. What do you yell?
You are right, Westboro. Another approaches from behind.
Okay, can I do something, DM?
Go for it.
Okay, I cast plant growth. I keep the steering wheel in place that it is, and also the kind of speed lever that I imagine is in place, and I put the plants and lock it into place. I grow it from the wood that is on the floor.
Yes.
Mhm.
I get the plants to stay kind of locked in on the wheels placement as well as the levers placement.
You do it. It grows from the board and pushes the lever forward and locks it. You are holding on to the wheel, and you hear this information. How do you want to fly it?
The direction that I was headed.
Okay. You feel the speed start to increase. Darian, you below see one of the pipes is starting to shake and become a little loose, and you can see the bolt around it is like slowly unscrewing itself. But you go in there with some wrenches and you just like grab it and yank it down to keep it in place. And you can feel it locking, and the speed is increasing, and this mammoth is coming closer and closer, and you're like, oh! And the mammoth its tusk just misses the back of the ship, and the mammoth behind you collides with it, and you hear a crack! And the mammoth that was going on the side gets like just kind of not impaled, but like slammed from the other one, and it falls on its side, and you see a snow just like sandstorm or a snowstorm just wall like rushes over you as the snow kind of like piles on top even more from the mammoth just sliding across the ground. And as that happens, Peterson, you look around and you see there are more mammoths just coming in from the sides, looking like they're just all trying to collide with each other. It's like a mammoth fight. And you're in the middle of it.
So just to confirm, because you said our ship is flying above the tree line, are the mammoths above us in terms of their height, or are we at tusk level?
You're at just below their eye level. They're pretty big mammoths.
That's a
Holy!
massive mammoth.
They're like
they're
gargantuan.
big. Yeah. You see these giant mammoths are just going at it. Zippy, you're still going straight. You see two coming, and it looks like they're going to just clash with tusks right in front of you. Are you going to just keep going straight?
All right, I put on my parka, and then I cast Speak with Plants.
Okay. Wait, what?
I put on my parka and I cast Speak with Plants.
Is that a spell you have?
Yeah, it's a spell I have. I already cast plant growth, right?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was just making sure you had that spell. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yes, Speak with Plants, and I tell them, listen to me. If I tell you go left, you go left. You go right, you go right. And for now, just keep plant. You keep the speed going, and wheel plant. You just you make us go right.
Speed right.
Then you hear the plants are just saying that to you. Very simplistic, and you see the wheel is starting to turn, and it's going right.
But in the meantime, at the same time I do that, I just want to say that because I put on my parka, I leave the captain's quarters and I go towards the elementals and the balloons outside, and it's probably like a raging storm, right?
It is. The snow is just coming in. It's a blizzard. You can't really even see the mammoths, but you can hear them like clashing in the distance now.
Do I have like a mental connection with these plants because it's like a concentration spell in a sense?
Yeah, you can have the mental connection with it. As long as the timer says it should be good. I think it's a 1 minute.
It's 10 minutes. And it's a transmutation, so I don't think it's actually a concentration.
Okay, so yeah, you do have this connection. You can speak with them.
So if I left the quarters, could I still tell them left or right or things like that?
If you left the door open and yelled, yeah.
Okay. I'll leave the door open. Is Peterson's in the captain's quarters as well?
No, Peterson's on the deck looking around through his mask, and Darian's
Okay.
below deck.
I head towards the wind elementals, who I imagine are doing their best already.
Okay, which left or right?
Left.
Left balloon. And what would you like to do?
I want to use enhance ability on them.
Okay.
So will you allow me to can I put my hands, even though, because I know they're in the balloon, if I put my hands on the balloon, can I allow myself to kind of impact them through that?
Yep. You put your hand on the balloon, and on the other side you can feel just raging wind as it like a wind elemental's hand is pushing against yours, like you're touching through the glass.
Please, do your best, please. And then I cast Fox's Cunning, which is an advantage on intelligence checks. But if you allow me, DM, can you just allow it to maybe give them a little more oomph to their already wind power that they have inside?
For sure. So the wind power they have inside is increased, and you can feel the volume of the balloon expanding as the leather hide of it is just blowing up even a little bit further, and you can feel the pressure as you when you put your hand, it sunk in a little bit, but now you can feel it's resisting as it's filling up. Peterson, make a perception check.
Okay. Is this still with advantage, or is the pill worn off?
Still with advantage.
Yeah, baby.
Darian, I want you to make another survival check as the pipes are now starting to shake even more from Zippy's increased pressure on it, but make it with advantage as well.
That's an 11 on survival, 6 plus 5.
Okay, the pipes are starting to rattle, and there seems to be too many for you to handle.
I'm sorry.
What would you like to do?
Sorry, you said advantage. I'm gonna reroll that. Not a lot better. That's 12. Dang it.
Same thing as before. A lot of pipes are rattling. A lot of things are becoming looser, and some pipes are bursting with steam coming out the side, and it's becoming like frost on another pipe. But yeah, you can see it's getting harder to handle, but you're still kind of keeping it together. Peterson, what'd you roll?
19.
Peterson, you see as you're veering right, just before these mammoths clash, you see a different figure, not a mammoth, but a giant. And they're wearing this huge, like, just kind of patchwork of furs and stuff. It's this complete... they're big. They're as big as these mammoths, like, basically the same height. And you can see they're wearing, like, a big winter hat with a bonbon on top. Like, you know, the classic just kind of South Park-style hat.
So cute.
And they're just in there. And you can see he's grabbing a mammoth by the tusk and just, like, flipping them over onto the ground. It's like he's wrestling with them. But you saw that just as these two closed the gap, and the two of them slam together as you're coming up to the side of the right one, and you're going along the side, and you can see its fur right next to you. And you just feel the wind blow in your face as the two mammoths clash their tusks. But you're going along the side of it, and it's still starting to turn, like it's still veering right. But you're kind of like sideways with it.
Does it look like we're gonna like collide with it when it turns?
No, not anymore. You're running along the side of the mammoth. And you're going that way. Anything anybody would like to do?
Well, I want to move over to the right balloon.
Okay, you move over to the right balloon. Same thing? You want to cast the enhance?
Same thing. I want to cast Enhance Ability.
You do so, and as the balloon is expanding just like the left, the pipes down below are expanding even more. Darian, make another survival check with advantage. Peterson, what did you say you want to do?
While he does that, can Peterson discern if the giant is the one causing this rampage, or if, like, can he discern what the cause of this is, if it's related to the giant?
Roll a history check.
Okay. Is this with advantage?
No.
Okay, 17.
When you were in the wizard's tower, being trained to use magic and things, you remember just with like some conjuration spells and with some specific animal conjurations that some animals will kind of fight every now and then, or somewhat semi-annually, to see who becomes kind of the king of the herd. And you think maybe this could be something similar to that. It's like a fight for power. Maybe.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Cool.
So you think maybe it's more natural and not caused by the giant.
Okay.
But that could be completely wrong. Darian, what'd you get?
So I have a 17, which was, a good bit better than the previous roll. So the way I kind of imagine Darian is he's still going through and tightening bolts and kind of like wiping off pipes to try and break some of the freezing off, and kind of in like a stress just like smacks the whole thing with the wrench and just kind of looks at it.
With this final smack of the wrench, you see all of everything that is just like jumbling and shaking kind of locks into place. and you're like, that worked? And you see that the speed, you can feel it, and you kind of like stumble back as you feel like the speed has just increased tremendously, and you're going very fast. Zippy and Peterson on the top deck, you actually have to hold on to the rails because you feel as soon as he hit the wrench and the two balloons both got enhanced power, it just went like the nitrous was hit, and it's going.
So after I see that everything's kind of locked back into place and that it looks like it's probably going to be good for the next little bit, I want to run back to the top deck and just kind of see what's going on and if I can help there.
Okay, you run back up. You see Zippy's like doing the hand to hand, like that, like Michelangelo, like God and man painting to the balloon. And Peterson is just looking around through his mask, and it looks like he probably couldn't see anything through the mask, but it's still working. What would all of you like to do? You're still kind of veering right as the nitrous is going. You're kind of doing like a full circle.
I try to get back into the radius where I can still, talk back to my plants, and I try to make my way back to the captain's quarters. Can I do that, DM?
Yep, you make your way back.
And then I communicate to them to return to our previous trajectory that they started in.
Big word. No. Understand.
Oh my goodness. Please, just go that way. And it's the way that obviously I know, which is the way to Manasnow.
That way.
And you see the wheel is turning, and as they correct it, basically you're doing kind of like a half circle, and when you get to the half circle part, you're just passing the butt of the mammoth, and they kind of crank the wheel, and it kind of in mid-air, and the lever, one that's controlling the speed, like cuts it, and you guys like kind of mid-air drift, and then they punch the gas again, and you guys go flying past just the butt of this mammoth to your left as you make your way beside it. You see a mammoth, though, is now coming at you head on, and you can see to your left, well, you can't really see it, you know Peterson could describe it to you, but there's a mammoth coming to you head on, and there's a giant kind of wrestling mammoths to your left now as you passed the butt.
Okay, can I do something?
Yep.
Okay, so first off, is there a mast on this ship that goes above the glass dome?
Not as high as it, but it like goes up slightly. It like pokes forward, yeah.
Okay, don't worry about that. I'm just gonna, if I can, I'm gonna say, Mammoth dead ahead, pull up, Westboro, and I'm gonna shoot a fireball at the mammoth ahead of us.
Okay.
Sweet.
It's
a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, they're not gonna save.
Okay.
It's a big target.
Okay.
Roll damage though. And Zippy, are you gonna pull up?
I pull up, but I trust Darian is going to keep our ship really, really good in the engineering department.
Darian, are you gonna do anything?
Seeing what we're about to do, because I came up to kind of help assess this situation, and seeing how it's progressing, I'm gonna basically, as the ship starts to tip, like slide down the ship and kind of go back down and make sure everything's still like working.
You basically went upstairs and you're like, everybody good? And they're like, no. And you're like, okay. And you you went back down. You see the mammoth is coming towards you. Peterson, on the deck of the ship, you hold your staff out, your wooden staff, and a ball of fire starts building on the end of it. And Zippy, you can see now, you can see the mammoth from the flame. It's producing light that's kind of piercing through, and you can see, oh yeah, that's clearly more mammoth-like than just a gray mass. And you see the fireball just goes shooting into the snow. And you're holding basically the altitude lever. There's one plant on the steering wheel, and there's one plant on the throttle, and you are climbing. Make an athletics check with advantage.
Oh, and Seth, mine, I rolled, this thing, before I forget it, 27.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
13.
You see the fireball shoots out, and as soon as it does, you pull up, and you can see the fireball is slowly starting to become beneath you, but it's going straight forward until it smacks the mammoth in the face, and its fur starts to singe, and it like starts shaking its head as it still just keeps pliantly running forward, and it goes closer and closer, and you're pulling up and up, and you don't pull hard enough, and the bottom of the ship smacks the forehead of the mammoth slightly, and you feel a bump, and the ship shakes. And Peterson, make an athletics, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 11.
Uh-oh.
Peterson, you go flying off the top of the deck as it's just kind of slams onto the head of this mammoth slightly. The ship is still intact, but you just bump it, and the bump sends you into the air as you were in the middle of the deck casting this spell. And you're flying with your mask on, and you can see everything around you, and you're like somersaulting through the air, and you're starting to fall, and you see that the ship has gone further than where you're falling, and you see the ship is leaving you as you're getting further and further away, and now it's above you and far away as you're falling through the snow, and you close your eyes as you think you're going to die. Peterson, what are your last thoughts?
Can I? No way!
No way!
Can I cast something?
Sure, if you got something.
I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals, and I'm gonna
Okay.
summon a giant owl to catch me.
Okay, what's the casting time on that?
Don't worry about it, man.
It would be.
Okay, let me see.
It's one action.
It's
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it is instantaneous, right? Okay. You're falling, and you see the ship, and you're like, I'm going to die. Oh, wait! Giant owl! And then a giant owl appears beneath you, and you land on its back. But it's not great at flying with your weight on it in the middle of a snowstorm, which is not the giant owl climate that we're used to. But it softens, and you're kind of like gliding down on this owl as it's been like, I'm born! Oh, my back! And then like falling. But you're gliding through, and you're not like gonna die from height, basically. And you're gliding through, and you see the mammoth beneath you has completely run by, and you're kind of gliding as the airship is going further and further away. And then beneath you, as you're getting closer to the trees, you turn around and you see a giant arm and hand comes beneath and scoops you and the owl up and is like jogging, and you're in the hand of this giant. And they're wearing kind of like a mask around their mouth, like a scarf. They have a scarf wrapped around their head, so it's like a mask. And they look at you, and you can see their eyes are kind of like happy eyes, like nice guy eyes. And you see they're just jogging after the airship with you in their hand. Zippy and Darian. Zippy, you are pulling up, and you see that Peterson is no longer where he was a second ago. What would you like to do, if anything?
I have a third character. Don't worry, guys.
Where did Peterson go? Oh, it doesn't matter. We gotta keep flying to Manasnow.
I'm below deck, so like I still don't know what happened from the collision.
And you've kind of hit your head on a pipe from the bump, and you're like, I don't know what's happening. But as you pull up, Darian, below, you see the pipes are starting to freeze over even more and more as you kept climbing and climbing. Do you want to keep climbing, Zippy?
No, I want to level out right now, because if
Okay.
I keep climbing, it's just gonna be more work for Darian.
You level out, and Darian, you can see it's still kind of frosty, but it's manageable somewhat, and you're still flying forward, and you're like, well, cut our losses, Peterson's dead. And then you see a face comes next to the side of the airship, and they're like, hello, hi. And you can see they hold up Peterson, who's in the palm of their hand, and they're like running beside your ship.
Having heard of this giant voice, and seeing that things have kind of settled for the moment, Darian's going to run back to the top deck.
You run to the top deck, and you see the face of this frost giant. They've pulled down their scarf, and you can see they have this giant Tom Selleck-style mustache. And Peterson's in their hand, and he's like, hello!
Oh,
Help me! Help me!
what happened? What happened? Hello? Can we have our friend back?
Yeah, but it's kind of dangerous. Oh, and he like trips, and you can see just beneath you, because you kind of leveled out, that there was a mammoth like that just kind of like hit him in the side, and his arm knocks into the airship, and you kind of go spinning. Darian, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Don't worry, I'm good at those. Yeah, I'm good at those. That's 17 plus 6.
Okay.
So 23.
You see this happening, and you're not near a railing, but you take your switch sword and you just stab it into the deck for security. And the ship goes spinning and then like levels out, but you can see beneath you the giant like fell on his face, but he's still like holding Peterson. You're still fine in the palm of his hand.
Wow.
And you can see he basically tripped over the side of this mammoth, kind of. And then he like pushes the mammoth down. He's like, "Get off of me! All right, guys!" And he's like running after you guys again.
Zippy, slow the ship down.
Okay, plants, slow it down.
And they slowly ease off the throttle, and you come to like a smooth gliding pace. And he comes up to you guys, and he just pours Peterson onto the deck with the owl. And he's just like, whoa! Guys fly fast! It's a cool bird. Whoa!
Thank you. What are you doing out here? Peterson, what happened?
I was thrown off in an altercation with a mammoth, and in my attempts to escape, this giant caught me and saved my life. Thank you, giant. I owe you a great debt.
Yeah, no problem. All good. Yeah.
I guess that's what they mean when they say you could use a hand. No, I can't say that. Never mind. That's
I got that. Ha 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 ha.
That's pretty good, I guess. I guess
that's a high five. Sorry. We'll stop now.
I guess you're a friendly giant. Were you one of those BFGs I've heard of?
I'm friendly. Yeah, I'm from Manasnow. And yeah, I'm a friendly giant. I saw you guys flying. Not many people should be flying around here, especially in mammoth fight season.
There's a mammoth fight season.
Well, it's like I don't know if you've watched it on TV or something. It's pretty cool. It's like a hobby. Basically, the mammoths fight, for whatever. I tried to become the leader of the mammoth. I don't want to talk about it. You caught me at an embarrassing time, man. Real embarrassing. But what are you guys doing?
We're heading to Manasnow. We are investigating a few things. Looking for some answers.
Okay, well, I'm kind of done here, so you want me to lead you there, or like...
Yeah, you said you're from Manasnow?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
And
by more or less, I mean, yeah, I'm there. I live there. I live on the outskirts, kind of. The town's too small for me to, like, live in, but, like, I live outside.
Oh, so it's not all giants.
No, like that, man. Oh, that I'd like that, but, like, no. It's not like that.
Okay, yeah.
It's like you size.
Okay, good. Great. What's your name?
My name? Well, I don't want to tell you I don't know if you could pronounce it, but, like, I shortened it to Harry.
Could you try and, speak it out to me?
Yeah. It's less about pronouncing, more just length. It's like, my name's Harry Hellbronger Clem Arthursons.
Oh, are you able to say that again?
Harry Hellbronger Clem Arthursons.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, if you could lead us there, that would be awesome.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, catching my breath. Whoa! Getting old. Okay, you wanna, like, toss a rope over the edge so I can, like, pull you like a balloon?
I think we're fine just to follow behind you.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Anyways, little, is that a figurine or is that a real bunny?
He's very much real. He's a lapine. It's a kind of another thing. It's not like a regular rabbit, if that's what you're thinking of.
Cool. Yeah, it's hard to tell what's like.
I can hear this.
Yeah, you
I
can hear
this
this.
conversation even though I'm in the captain's deck.
You could probably hear Darian muffled, but well, the door's open. You left the door open, so yeah, you can.
I peek my head out the door. You look fake to me.
Yeah. What? Oh, me? Well, I did get a nose job recently.
Just because people are different doesn't mean that you should think that we're not real people. That's why none of us bothered to leave the bramble patch. Oh, this is silly.
Okay, it's like Dollhouse, man. It's perspective. Anyways, Manasnow?
Yeah, please. I think we're done with this storm.
All right. And that's where we're going to take a break. Hello, everybody. Very sick Seth here. Doing a little quick mid-roll announcement for you all just to keep you updated on what's going on. First off, I just want to say thank you to all the listeners and fans. It's been crazy, our growth over this past year and a little bit. And, you know, as you could see, we got new Peterson art. We're always trying to do more stuff. There's going to be new lore coming out that will actually be available for fans. I'll keep you updated on that when we have more news. The campaign guide is just about done. It's a great time to be a cheapskate. Anyways, I just want to keep you updated on where to find us. Of course, Twitter, Facebook, at Cheaper Dungeon, Cheaper by the Dungeon, Instagram. Just search it up. You'll find us. And also, I want to ask, pretty please, for me, rate us on iTunes. 5 stars only. We've gotten a lot actually over the little recent while, and we really appreciate it. It really does help the show grow and become more noticeable to other people, and it's a really big help. In other news, I just want to give a special shout out to Jacob Goudreau, who does a lot of our custom tracks, specifically the one you just heard when Peterson was falling off the airship. That is Peterson's specific theme. He makes specific character themes for all the guys, and it's awesome. And we just wanted to say, Jacob, if you're listening, thank you. And everybody else, say thank you to him too. I'm waiting. Say it into your car radio. It's like a Dora the Explorer episode. In other than that, let me check the calendar. It is November 5th is the next episode. That's when that's coming out. Man, we are getting closer and closer to another musical Christmas episode. Man, get ready for that. But yeah, November 5th, next episode. And enjoy the rest of the episode. It's got some fun stuff in it. So thanks for listening, everybody. Yeah, so like some people call it the Mammoth Bowl. Some people call it like Super Mammoth Fight Club. Some people call it, I don't know, just regular Mammoth Rampage. But like if I had to put my money, I'd say like either Krampus or Einhard are the top 2 mammoths, but it's hard to say this season.
How are people supposed to watch the event? It's so hard with all this snowstorm going everywhere.
Well, yeah, it's just me. I'm the only one that watches the event, but I tell people about it. I'm like the radio broadcaster that people can listen on their cars.
Is there a certain mammoth that's doing really well right now?
Yeah, actually, the up-and-comer, Lightfoot, is actually really rising through the ranks.
Can I meet him sometime or her?
Yeah, you can see them, yeah. We can go back there sometime and, like, go and, like, chill. But I probably not now, because they're right in, like, the preseason. Anyways, oh, look! Hey, guys! There's Manasnow, by the way. You can see it in the distance. The snow is starting to fall less. And he's right. You're out of kind of the Ice Walk core, where it's like always blizzarding, and the snow is just gently falling now, and the visibility is opening up, and you can see way off in the distance there's a little town and some smokestacks rising from it from fires of houses and their chimneys, and little trees here and there. But he's like, hey guys, so here we are. got any big plans here? Are you just passing through, or like maybe staying a long time?
We have some adventure business here. Is what we're meant to do. It's kind of like
Hey,
a
adventure! I like to. Well, I don't like to adventure, but that's cool. We had adventurers here like all the time, kind of.
Who was your most recent adventurer?
A guy named Marco, but I think he died.
Oh, who was your biggest adventurer to ever come here?
Oh, hands down, Marco. No, I'm kidding. It's Felix. Felix, #1 greeter. You heard? You heard of man?
No, I didn't know that. Oh, he was here recently?
Like 8 months ago-ish, 9 months now. He was here like this year. It's pretty crazy. He's super cool guy.
Oh, really? You must have met him on his way in here.
Yeah, he like came in and left and...
Oh, very, very, very cool. Oh, he left already, eh?
Yeah, he went down into like the more mountainous areas, like down south.
Even further south. Oh my goodness, he was very adventurous indeed.
Yeah, probably like checking out the red lights, or I don't really know what is down there, but he didn't really talk about it. He just said, like, who can guide me, or like, is there any like secret paths and stuff like that.
Who did he meet with first, so we can get just as good advice as he did? Like a motel or a hotel?
You want to meet like the people in the town that could help?
Well, that he went to first. Like, he must have had an idea of where to stop first, right? You must have seen, I don't know, heard of something or even guided him there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Seamus is the one who did that, and actually,
That's Seamus?
Yeah, Seamus is his name. Yeah, he's like a mountain guide, and also it's really convenient that you're wanting to learn more about the town, because like I didn't want to tell you this a little too early, because some people get weirded out and scared. But I am actually a greeter, and I'm a part of the Greeters Guild here. So actually, I could just really quickly introduce you to everybody, if that's okay.
So sorry, you're a greeter, part of the Greeters Guild, not a greeter. Part of
Oh
the
no,
greeters.
no, not greeter. No, what? That's so That's so different. No, I'm not that.
Okay, great.
Greeter, like Walmart.
Oh, there's Walmarts here.
Yeah, one. The only one in the whole world. It's how we build houses.
DM, can I like insight check? Part of me feels like this guy has more of a connection to Felix than I think he's leading on.
Sure, roll insight.
Do you guys kind of like feel that too? Is that just me?
I feel like he's trying to play up that like he like met Felix and was working with Felix, but like honestly like saw him for like 2 seconds and was like,
I know,
yeah,
but
met
saying
him.
like he's part of the Greeters Guild is just like, I don't know. But I actually got a natural 20 on that one.
Whoa.
Nice.
And then with my insight, it is 26.
Oh.
He seems to be using it in this conversation as kind of a name drop. It's like he's trying to sell the town to you, so you might not be able to discern really if he is or isn't telling the truth about whether even Felix showed up to this town. But you could tell that he definitely met him.
I have nothing to say.
Swift hand.
Okay.
Or giant hand. I believe the two things we need most are a place to rest our heads, as well as a place where we can resupply after our travels. And then the last thing would be to talk to someone in charge who would know more about this Felix character that we are interested in learning more about.
Yeah, well, definitely. So we're come close to Manasnow, and like as I said, there's lots of cool people there, and it's my job as the leader of the Greeters Guild to introduce you to like everybody. So I've kind of made a streamlined version of this through a musical song. Are you ready? Let's go! Manasnow always strives for perfection. All the shops have the correct permits. Just don't roll a very high perception. Oh, look, let's greet my good friend Fritz. Yeah, hello, I am Fritz the barkeep. I feed you beer until you can't see straight. Although this frozen food is not that cheap, it's sure to make that rabbit boy gain some weight.
I am Selena and I'm in charge of potions. I could make that green elf skin turn blue.
Oh, I want to see your blue one. I really want to see one so bad.
I'm an old man and I think I may die soon. Alright, forget about these clowns. Let's go and greet more of the town. Here's a bird and he's always really happy. Here's a dog and he's always kind of sad. This is Taylor. Taylor, say hi to our new friend. Everybody loves it here in Manasnow. Hi there, guys. It's me, your friend Valentine. I traveled a long way just for you.
He traveled all this way. He traveled all just for you.
I'm Seamus and I'm one of the mountain gods.
This song is rough.
Well, I've had enough.
Can we get on with it, tall one? This song is too much.
Nice to greet you and welcome to Manasnow. We're happy you're here, so we shout hooray! Every day is a new adventure, so we hope that you will say yeah! Okay, thanks guys. You can go back. We greeted them. Good job. Hey, looking at you. All right, hey, good job, everybody. So, yeah, and everybody in the town that was like just piled into the center square of Manasnow, where you are in now, has gone back to their houses and about their daily business. And you can see Manasnow's structure is kind of like Swedish European architecture, where it's like kind of like cottagey and things like that. It seems like a little just kind of like ski lodge village. And everybody goes back into their houses, and you are still basically with the giant, Harry, and he's kind of like looming over the cities, kind of. Not completely. He has parts where he can stand, and he's allowed to stand. And he just looks at you guys and says, so that's everybody. Yeah, you said you wanted to do adventure stuff?
Wow. That was a lot.
That was quite the greeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here at the Greeters Guild, we go all in.
Also, how long has Valentine been here?
Oh, he's been here for a while? I don't know, he comes and goes.
Oh.
Hey, guys! Hey! And you just see Valentine, like, waving from his horse-drawn wagon.
No, not this guy again.
Hey, Valentine. We'll stop by in a bit.
Who's the new kid? New customer?
Salutations, my name is Peterson. It is a pleasure to meet you, Valentine.
You look full of curses.
He's a pretty chill goblin.
Can I take the mask? Are you selling it? Are you willing to sell it?
We'll get to you in a minute.
Okay, I'll wait my turn. I'm a patient man. I've been waiting for you. And he like backs himself up into his like wagon.
I turn towards Zippy. How the hell did he know we were here or coming here?
He's a very tricky fellow. More tricky than I think either you and I even know.
Apparently.
I don't know, he's like one of those NPCs that'll follow us until our journey's end.
Or maybe he is our journey's end.
Ooh, love that.
Anyway, let's move on because that's what I like to do. So you said, sorry, that Felix had been working with Seamus, who is kind of the mountain guide of the area, to help get him through some of the mountainous regions here?
Yeah, he's over in this building. And he reaches his arm over and he's like, this one. And he just points at a building and you can tell which one it is. And it just says, Seamus's Mountain Guides.
Perfect. Anyone else he had a decent amount of contact with while he was here?
Who, Seamus?
No, Felix.
Oh, no? I don't think so. I wasn't watching him constantly.
Okay.
I'll say one thing
Well, then
to
I think-
Westboro. Westboro, while we're here, you said that you wanted to see if not only, in addition to information, if you wanted to detect on some kind of magical essence that the first grand treasure, that ring, may have left behind, that you can use to identify a future grand treasure. Maybe just friendly reminder to keep your magical senses peeled, and I will do the same.
Absolutely. I think we just need to find out where that Felix may have stayed. I think that he's a very powerful fellow, and so I think that, I mean, if we find out where he stayed, there may be some clue.
Yes, of course.
Might be a good idea as well. We've got a bunch of this new crap we just looted that we need to get figured out. Do you think actually Valentine might be able to show us how to figure this stuff out?
I think so. He might be of some help. He's always a good time for us. DM, are we still on the ship, by the way?
No, you've been kind of actually like taken off it, and you were kind of introduced to the town on the floor. That didn't come through in the song, but that's what happened.
Can I possibly go back onto the ship just quickly? I think to help us out more with this kind of Manasnow situation and everything, I think it would be right for me to take off Normandy's ring there that he has with a connection to Felix. I think it may help us.
Sure.
Dude, that's such a good idea.
You run back to the ship.
That's okay with Darian and everyone?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's all right with me.
You run back to the ship, and you slowly creak open Norman's room in the crew quarters, and you can just see him laying there. Actually, I'll ask Adam, which hand did you have the ring on?
Good question. Left hand, middle finger.
All right, on his crumpled hand, or crumpled arm, he has the ring there.
I touch his hand. It's the first time I've actually touched him since he's been in this condition. I look at his face, and I miss him. I think to myself, and I actually say out loud, "Soon, my friend." And then I take off the ring. Then I walk towards the door, and I give one glance back. He looks very peaceful, actually. I close the door very slowly, and I join my friends.
Okay.
Wow.
So, do you put on the ring at all, or?
No, I just put it in my pocket. Actually,
Okay.
I think about throwing it out, actually, now that I've had that moment. But, no, I'm just kidding.
But you rejoin the group.
Rejoin the group. I have it just in case. I have a few ideas, but we'll get to that.
If he's just getting there, I'm just gonna be saying to Darian, actually, it might be prudent for us before we go in and hawk off our wares. On the trip, I've been studying and speaking with my ancestors and learning a new spell, and I believe that I could identify some of the magical properties of the new items we have collected.
Oh, perfect. Well, and
It would just take some time. It would take about a minute per item.
Okay. Well, I mean, we've only got a handful to go through here, so why don't we just take a moment here and figure this out?
Excellent.
Okay. Which one would you like to appraise first?
I will. Well, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna pull down my mask so I'm seeing through it, and I'm gonna hold my staff in one hand. I guess I'm sitting against a building, and I'm just gonna sit cross-legged. I'm gonna just hold up my hand for Darian to give me whatever thing he wants first.
Okay, let me pull up the list here. We can make this kind of abbreviated. By the way, it's going to take you 10 minutes per item, unless you want to actually use a spell slot. But you can ritual cast identify. So ritual casting doesn't use it, but it takes 10 minutes to do. But if you want to do the regular casting, it's 1 minute, and it uses a first level spell slot.
Well, do you know what? Yeah, I leave it to you. I can do it. It will take more time to do it properly without exhausting myself if we have the time available to us.
Well, it's still pretty early in the day. Let's not tap you too much. Let me see here. What were the items when we did detect magic? I think we did that before. What items actually had a magical essence from them?
I don't know if we'd have detect magic on our team now.
I don't recall you casting which ones.
Okay.
Yeah, Norman has
We're gonna
it.
say we got coming with some of the tools from Norman, and I'm gonna cast detect magic with this wand.
Okay. Everybody's looting Norman now.
Well,
Disgracing
look,
the dead.
All
Okay.
the tools go back to the team. Okay,
So you unload all your
stuff.
stuff? You unload all your stuff and start casting it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You notice there's magical stuff coming from like the potions of healing, the alchemist fire, things like that you'd expect there to be magic on. Things you don't expect there to be magic on is the robe of scintillating colors, the ring with a red eye, this golden mask that is shaped in kind of a royalty prince face, and also the sword with like a white steel lining on the blade and the hilt.
Okay, I hand all the ones that have.
Not the goblet?
Not the goblet.
I was
It's
sure.
a regular goblet.
Okay.
I tossed the goblet to Zippy because he said he wanted it. I then give all the items that had a glow to them, like for the magical essence, to Peterson to go through, and I think that was what 6 items. What was that?
4 of them. Mask, ring, robe, sword.
Okay, yeah, then we'll do those.
And nothing on the polished wood bracelet either, eh, Seth?
No.
I was curious about that one. Okay, cool.
Okay, so which one first?
I toss you the robe.
Ah,
The robe. Okay.
suede, very nice. Egyptian silk, I mean. Okay, yeah, I take the 10. Oh, by the way, this is just for listeners. This is the identify spell.
Mm-hmm.
So, the robe of scintillating colors. You cast it, and you find out this is a robe that has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While you wear this robe, it would replace your cloak in this case. You can use an action and expend 1 charge to cause the garment to display a shifting pattern of dazzling hues until the end of your next turn. During this time, the robe sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 30 feet. Creatures that can see you have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. In addition, any creature in the bright light that can see you when the robe's power is activated must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or become stunned until the effect ends. It's like a flashbang of a robe, kind of.
Whoa.
Okay, next up is the soul-sucking ring with the red eye. Basically, it's a cursed ring. Woo! Good for you for not putting it on. This ring, basically, you can keep using it basically per day to regenerate health. It's like a constant health potion. However, every time you use it to restore your health, your total max hit points go down by 1.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
And I wouldn't have told you that until you noticed it. So it would have been cursed.
So that's like permanently max hit points down.
Permanent, yeah.
Wow.
We are
sick.
I'm not using that. We are chucking that. Where's Valentine? What? Okay, sure. Okay, what's on the just as another kind of clarifying thing, we don't need to put this whole thing in, but like, so does that stun last for 1 round and then the glow continues after that, or does the stun last until the glow goes away?
The stun lasts for the minute, like the flash kind of affects them for a minute, and the glow is kind of like constant.
But I imagine they
the
can
most
make
part.
a save.
Well, they can, but like that. Okay,
Wow, cool.
It's pretty good.
that's a good robe. Okay, mask.
So the golden princely face mask is actually a binding mask. Specifically, if you put on this mask, you would have had to succeed on a very difficult saving throw, or else the mask will fuse to your face. It's cursed. And day by day, for 4 days, you would have slowly had this mask basically replacing your own until the point where you became an aboleth. So it would have been a slow transformation into this basically floaty tentacle horror monster. And yeah, if you failed that DC saving throw, it would have sealed your fate if you put it on.
Holy crap.
So it's mega cursed.
So this is why You never put something on before identifying it.
Ah, dang it. I wanted you to put it on. Could you imagine
Wow.
Zippy slowly turning into a tentacle monster and he couldn't have done anything about it?
Gosh.
Please,
Just
no.
cut his face off.
Cut his face off. I guess that works. Okay, next up, the sword. It's called the Ocean Wraith. It's basically a cursed sword that would have kept trying to pull you towards the ocean and drown you. And it would have like glued to your hand, so it had like kept pulling you.
What the heck?
Does it have
crazy?
any other kind of like ability to it?
Yeah, like it does a lot of water damage. I don't think you're gonna use this, but it gave you like an extra like 3d8 water damage, so it was like a beast. But it constantly was dragging you towards the sea. You'd have to save on a DC saving throw though.
Is it possible to take the magical effect of the water damage off of the sword and put it onto another weapon and then get rid of the curse portion of it?
I can answer that.
Oh, Valentine.
Maybe. All right. See ya, guys. That was my time. Bye.
Wait, no, wait. Oh, okay. All right, well.
This ring, interesting. It'll slowly, it'll quickly regenerate your health if you're injured and bleeding. But over the long term, it slowly slowly disintegrates your ability to stand and live. It'll slowly kill you. But could be useful in a pinch. I hold it back out to Darian.
All right.
Might be more practical to be sold. This mask, don't touch it. Don't put it on. Don't even touch the wearing side of it. It is strongly cursed. It will turn you into an unrecognizable tentacled beast. Very dangerous stuff. Maybe useful for a mortal foe. I hand it back to Darian.
Oh, okay. And Darian, hearing all these curses, is kind of like, like using like two fingers to like hold the items, and is like, oh, like, okay. Like, these got immediately more like unnerving.
This robe, interesting piece. It, if you wear it, you can choose to at will illuminate with it, and it will light up the area around you and stun your enemies, but also cause those who not caught in its immediate rays, but still looking at you to have disadvantage on striking you. Very useful for someone who isn't already wearing an enchanted cloak. It doesn't seem to work well with other ones. Anyways, a nice feature for sure. And I hand it over.
Oh, thank you.
And what was the last one? What was the first
The
one?
sword.
That was this sword. Definitely meant for a water creature, some kind of water warrior. It is, it does a lot of water damage when you attack with it, but it belongs in the ocean, and anyone who wields it properly will be drawn there, until they enter the depths. Here you go.
That could be dangerous. Okay, well, I think it's pretty clear. I think our little cursed curiosities collector might like this mask and ring. You said the sword can do some damage apart from kind of being cursed?
Yes, it seems to have a strong... There's a curse on it, but it seems to do a heavy-handed water blow as well.
Okay, well, maybe we can try and get the curse removed or move the extra damage onto another weapon that might be more useful. But this robe is a keeper, that's for sure. I think we can definitely find some uses for this one.
If I may be so forthright, and forgive me for being overzealous on the matter, but I noticed that everyone else has a very nice cloak, and I'm just a simple shaman. I wonder if you would be generous enough that if I forfeit any other rights to any treasure we earned on this trip, if I could ascertain that cloak for myself. Seeing as you and Westboro already have powerful cloaks of your own.
I will take that under consideration, as you are currently under our employ. But I think I'll just need to convene with Zippy on this one to confirm.
Of course, Talon.
Well, on that note, How do we feel about stopping by our old pal Valentine before visiting Seamus?
Lead the way.
You on board, Zip?
Yes, sorry, I was just looking at this sword. It's so nice.
Yeah, I want to see if we can do something with this. Let's go see Valentine. Valentine!
I want it.
I love how you collect swords and yet conjure your own flame sword for use when the time actually comes, Zip.
I like the simple things in life, like magical swords.
Yeah, I can understand that. Valentine! Are you still around?
Knock, knock. Who is it? Oh, it's me and you. Together, again. What?
It's me, Valentine. Do you remember me?
Of course I remember you. You're one of my 3 favorite customers.
If you remember me, what did I take from you last time?
Everything.
No, you remember.
My doorknob.
And...
My carpet.
And...
My self-respect.
Booyah!
Oh, yeah, you did. I feel like shit.
Then why do you keep following us like this? How'd you get here?
Somebody told me in business school that to keep a customer, you gotta stalk them.
That's creepy, but also
And effective.
I was gonna say the same thing. We got a lot of gold to spend. What do you have for us?
I have lots of items to spend gold on.
I think Darian and Peterson are probably gonna be interested in the void chest. But if you have any premium items, tell me secretly.
Ooh, do you want to hear about my new stuff?
I definitely do.
Okay, well, I have this arm here. It's somebody's arm. But if you replace your arm with it, it might look weird on you, proportion-wise, because it's a regular man arm. But if you slide it on your amputated spot, you could, like, cast Alter Self or Fabricate or Shape Stone, kind of, like given charges.
For free?
For free? No, well, like, there's charges.
What if I just, cut off one of the fingers? What then?
Then you'd maybe get a part of it. Not the whole shkaboodle, but, like, one of the effects, probably. Like, maybe the Alter Self one. That'd be fun.
I can already do that, though, pretty much daily.
Okay, what about this one for you? How about this pear that you eat 8 bites, each bite something different happens. I have no clue.
Ooh, that seems cool in a pinch.
Yeah.
How much for this one?
800.
Darian,
It doesn't rot though. That's the good thing. It doesn't rot. You can bite it, leave it on the counter for 3 years. Come back, still as good.
Darian, how much gold do we have?
Well, from the last pot we just split, you walked out with, well, a couple thousand gold to yourself. So, do what you want.
2,000?
Yeah, sorry, let me double check the number here. From our last, just the liquid gold, so not even into our stores of supplies from the crew, if we split it evenly 3 ways, we all walked away with 2,300 gold, but we didn't say what we were giving Peterson.
Is that included Peterson if he's like a 3-way share?
If we did a 3-way split, it was 2,360 gold each.
For sake of headache, I think we should keep it like he gets that much as well.
Okay, we did even split on that then, so you got 2,300 gold and 60.
Adam has never felt so relieved.
I just don't want to have to go through all of this, But
man, if Darren and Zippy are having anything close to that conversation, Peterson has his mask on and he's crying underneath it, man. That's awesome.
If Darian's okay with that.
I'm totally okay with that because I'm looking at these gauntlets of ogre power over here, and I'll take those, please.
Yeah, very good find. Very, very.
I will take those, please.
I want what's with this granola bar again?
Oh. Let me Control F through this Word doc. Remember those? Remember how I patented those? Crazy.
No.
It's like a editable scroll. One sec. Oh, granola. Oh, actually, that's just a Cliff Bar.
Ugh.
Product placement. I'm sorry. I'm a sellout.
But I have this mustache that could stick to your face.
Valentine,
And people
let me
must
just-
compliment you
let
on
me
it when
just-
you wear it.
Let me just browse for a bit, actually. Talk
Okay.
to
Yeah. You do your
Peterson.
thing. You do your thing. Do your thing, honey. What? Where'd that come from? Okay.
Mr. Valentine, what is this strange and wondrous chest here? It's not labeled.
Oh, the void chest. These guys, old hands at it. Me personally, no hands at it. Don't stick your hand in there. But if you do want to, maybe something good will come out. It's called a void chest.
I'd like to use
The
it.
fan favorite, right, fans? They're not in here. Okay, you reach in, you pull something from the void, or maybe the void will pull you in. But it's 150 gold per pull.
Here's my gold.
Oh, you're actually doing it.
I'm gonna do it twice.
While I set that up, Darian, why don't you explain to me what that glove is for maybe someone who may be listening in to this conversation right now?
Oh, the gauntlets of ogre power. Yeah, they seem to be made of some kind of tough leather, and based on this little description card you've got posted by it, it's a tough leather with iron studs running across the back of the hand and fingers. They grant the wearer a strength, adding a +2 enhancement bonus to his score. Both gauntlets must be worn for the magic to be effective. The selling price is 1,000 gold, and well, do you think I can talk it down to 850?
You guys, never wants to just go with the regular price.
Well, if I can get you down to 850, that's a void chest pull in there too, and I mean, I can't say no to
Of
that.
course it is. Okay, persuade me. Persuasion check, let's go.
That's 7.
No.
Here's the 1,000.
Hey, I did it! I made a real sale! Zippy, you see that?
I saw it. Very nice.
My new best friend Peterson, did you see that?
Absolutely. Yes.
Darian,
I'm
did you
very proud.
feel that?
I did.
Did you feel the weight leave your hands?
I did.
Awesome! Well, now you can't feel anything in your hands, because these ogre power gloves will make you so strong that, you won't. Anyways, you're welcome. Hey, little goblin man, what'd you pull out of there?
Okay, just before I forget, I would also like to. Sorry, Seth. Can I buy on the
Your
list
hand's
here-
in the chest right
Sorry,
now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, I pull.
Could you reach something else on the shelf while one hand's in the void? Most people don't like to let it, soak in there. It's all
Sorry,
voidy.
no, okay, yeah. I draw from the void chest.
Okay. Guess what you pulled? You'll never guess. It's a shimmering bar of soap.
All right.
And that's not all. There's always a catch. It produces a wild dire weasel whenever you believe in yourself. Do you believe in yourself right now, Peterson?
That's
every moment. But now more than ever.
Whoa! And like a weasel comes around you and wraps around your neck like a weasel scarf.
You said it was a dire weasel.
Yeah, it's big and it's weighing him down.
That's a big weasel.
It's
I
like
have an
anacondaing
animal.
him.
I finally have one. What color is it?
Weasel color. Brown.
Perfect. Hello. I will name you Arizona. I pet it.
You pet it. How are you feeling about yourself right now?
Peterson feels
Yeah.
more hopeful and more joyous than he's felt in a long, long time.
Do you believe in yourself to get this thing off you?
Huh?
Do you believe in this thing to get off you? Like, believe in yourself enough for this thing to get off you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I basically want you to understand that a dire weasel is 10 feet long and can reach up to weight of 700 pounds. That's what you just
That's why I
summoned with
said
this bar
it's
of
crushing him. That's why I said that.
Oh,
He's
I
like,
didn't realize
he's like
that.
in a
I
weasel,
thought it was
anaconda hold.
Oh, it's like crushing me.
Kind of, yeah. You still believe in yourself?
Help. Someone help me.
It's slowly starting to Thanos snap away.
It's only got like 13 HP or something. You're fine.
It's slowly starting to fade away as he's like feeling stressed and not like he can lift it.
So it disappears when I don't believe in myself.
Naturally.
Ah, interesting. I quickly wrap the bar of soap in a cloth and put it in my bag.
Are you believing or not believing in yourself? I'm gonna make you start rolling stuff for that in the future, but just for now.
Okay. That has some uses, I can see.
It fades away completely.
Okay.
I'll do a void chest pull, and it's probably gonna go poorly, but I mean, gotta do it.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Here we go again.
While you draw, Valentine, can I buy this faux beard that you have?
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
when worn, this fake beard convinces any viewer that it is real, no matter how incongruous it might be. Creatures can realize the fakery of the beard with a DC 15 investigation check. 50 gold. The first goblin with a great beard.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, Zippy, go.
I mean, I have a few things I want to buy.
Lay it on me.
First of all, I want to buy the gloves of sharing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you gotta love the share.
Yeah, I want to buy that. It makes me be able to turn someone into a wild shape once per day, and it doesn't use one of my wild shape points, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also want to buy the... I'm gonna keep looking, but I know I want those gloves for now.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Valentine, you collect cursed curiosities, correct?
Yes.
I've got this cursed mask that will bind to someone's face and turn them into an aboleth in 4 days. And then
Whoa.
we've got this ring that will also bind to you, and you can use it to regenerate yourself, but it also permanently weakens yourself. Interested?
Very! That's cursed! That's my thing! I collect the cursed things. That's
Yeah,
why
how-
everything in this shop is cursed.
So, how much are you willing to take them for?
Like 10 gold.
What? That's it?
Do you want them?
But you're a collector, though. You think you would put a little more value on
Yeah,
it.
it's a really cheap hobby.
10 gold for both?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's more of a waste disposal thing for you, technically.
yeah, I'm too lazy for this, sure.
Here's a cool 10. Ready? Clink, 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 clink,
Okay,
clink,
okay.
clink, clink.
Thank you.
That's 10 gold!
Yep, I got it.
Did you count along at home? I hope so. Okay. You pulled from the chest too, right?
I did.
Guess
I
what you
pulled
got?
this thing.
Whoa! Whoa! It's a terribly ugly shoe! Not fashionable at all. But it makes you shrink down to the size of a mouse whenever you are bitten. Makes you much easier to eat. Get it?
Hypothetically speaking, how would I get big again? Would I take the shoe off?
Not sure. You want to test it out? I got some chompers right here.
Ew!
I think I'll pass on that one.
Darian, do you want to
But,
split on the fortress?
I don't think we have a,
All right, well, you guys decide about that. Hey, Peterson, what do you want?
Okay, one other thing I'd like to purchase is this cricket here, this cricket statue. A statue of a cricket that chirps softly in the dark. The cricket stops chirping if an invisible or incorporeal creature comes within 10 feet. Selling
That's a
price
great find.
75 gold. Yes, I have some immediate use for something like this.
Ooh. Yeah, well, if you want it, 75, like you said.
Cha-ching! And I'll take another thing out of the void chest.
All right, I knew I could count on you. Okay, ready? Let me get this.
It's me.
All right. Ooh, okay. This is a wristband that causes huge migraines whenever you are being hunted.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
I
Want to try it on?
Yes. I slowly put it on.
You slowly put it on, and as you're sliding it on, your head starts to hurt.
Peterson's hands begin to tremble, and he quickly, you know what? He grabs the cricket, and he holds his hands over it so it's in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts his ear to it to see, if he can hear it still chirping, to see if there's something invisible or incorporeal within 10 feet of him.
There is not.
So it's chirping?
Yeah, it keeps chirping.
He breathes a sigh of relief and takes off the wristband and puts it and loops it around his waist belt.
Okay.
And he rubs his temples.
That was actually completely random. Wow, those two really work together for you.
I know.
Wow.
I can't believe that, actually.
I know. Same here, man. That wasn't me. That wasn't even Seth. Who's that? What? What are you saying, Zippy?
Connor, I still have like 3,000 left.
Wow.
You have like 1,000?
I do.
10 is really good.
Yeah, I just know we just have this ship now, so I just wasn't sure if like the fortress like was fully worth it at this point.
And if I spent the 3,000 and you spent 1,000, then we wouldn't really have a lot of gold left. If we needed it for something else.
Well, yeah, that's what
this guy keeps following us. I feel like we can wait a bit.
Yeah, why don't we maybe on the next kind of like big payday we get, we can take a look at picking that up. I think right now while we're traveling on the ship a lot, I don't think it's a super big need.
Let's just keep in mind 10d10 is really good.
No, I know that's pretty good.
And it can happen anytime.
It's an average of
These guys.
averages out to 50 damage.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Yeah. Because we can pick it up and down, right? Like it's only...
Yeah, you can deactivate it by speaking command word.
Yeah,
Which means
so
you can keep using it.
That's pretty dope. I think because we've decided not to get the thing for now, I'll just test my luck and do one more void chest pull.
Okay. One more. This is a hammer. That causes homicidal rage whenever you frown. So if you frown, you go into a homicidal rage with this hammer. Whoa! Get out of my shop before you frown. Turn that frown way, way down. Kill a man. Whoa!
Darian, you
Wow.
frown way too much to make that of any use. I think that's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that out of your hand and hold it in mine.
Take this from me!
Okay, that was close. I felt the rage. I felt
right.
it coming. All right.
How much do
I
you
got
want
the
it
hammer.
for? How much do you want it for?
Like 5 gold.
Make it 10.
Got it.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, 10.
Okay. I'm still nervous about this shoe. Valentine, do you have a fail-safe if I get stuck small?
One of your members could cast enlarge on you, like every time, and it would like you just go between big and small forever.
I can do that.
But it could also just revert you back. We don't know.
Peterson, you've got an enlarged spell left?
I do. I use it for other things.
Yeah, but I'm saying enlarged spells aren't permanent.
But yes, it would only last an hour.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying if I get stuck small, we'll have to cast enlarge forever? For God's sake.
Or roll a new character, yeah.
Ugh.
You want to try it? Want to
No.
live on the risky side?
If we identify it, will we get more information about how to revert back to large?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Peterson, can I borrow you for 10 minutes?
Sure.
Can you identify this, please?
Am I allowed to, Valentine? It's unpurchased goods.
No, it's a void chest. I've already got it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Whoa! Is that identify sounds I hear? Whoa.
The one and the
Yep.
same.
Yep, that looks like that. That means if you get bitten again, you'll grow back. Cool. But probably would hurt more when you're small. And break someone's jaw when you grow.
Well, I can just bite myself.
Yeah, I guess you could go full attack on Titan on it if you'd like.
Well, yeah, it doesn't say I need to break skin. I just need to be bitten. It's a very loose
Like, I think it has to be little teeth. Can't just be all gums.
Well, of course, but I don't think I need to bite my thumb off. Here, let's try this out. I put the shoe on, and I bite my thumb.
It's an ugly looking shoe. It clashes with your outfit. And you bite your thumb, shoop, you're a mouse size, and everybody looks way bigger than you.
This is pretty cool. And I bite my thumb again.
You're back.
This is amazing. This has got utility. Okay.
Zippy. Knock, knock.
What do you
Is
want?
there money in... Oh, I want to know if you want something.
No, I just wanted these gloves.
Okay, frugal. I hate it.
Valentine,
Yes, that's my name.
this well of many worlds,
Mm-hmm.
this fine black cloth, soft as silk, is folded up to the dimensions of a handkerchief. It unfolds into
Yeah,
a circular...
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no. I'm not selling that.
Could you be persuaded? Is there something that you perhaps need done, or something that you're looking for? I've
No.
come across
no.
many rare things in my own time.
Like what?
Well,
You're a liar! This is clear lie tactic number 1. You don't have the answer?
I know where there's a great
Bullshit.
tower full of information.
Yeah, so do I. It's called my mom's basement.
Snap. Listen,
Seriously. Like crazy stuff down there. No, that thing's not for sale because I don't trust anybody to use it. Also, it's mine.
there's no way I can persuade
Right.
this guy. Is he giving off any signs of being persuadable?
Even a nat 20 on persuasion, it would not budge this man.
Okay, I can see that I've hit a nerve. I'm gonna say, of course, Valentine. I meant no offense.
None taken. But I
Very
hate
nice,
you.
though. Very nice.
All right, I'm going to get one last thing on our way out the door here. I'm just going to get the Wand of Web.
Yep, okay.
Cool.
Thank goodness. That thing was making webs all the time. That's why it looks like a spooky haunted Halloween October style mansion. Happy October, everyone.
To explain this to anybody who may be listening into our conversation.
Everyone.
So basically, the wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast the web spell, DC 15 from it. The wand regains 1d6 expended spell slots or charge slots daily. So the web spell is a really great spell for binding and restricting people, but it usually has to be between 2 surfaces. It can't just be out in a field or something. But hey, free spells. Always.
That's an
gonna take
accurate
it.
description. All right, anything else you boys want? No? Then get on with the story and get out of my shop!
Ah!
I'm on my way.
Okay, goodbye. I love you all. Except Peterson a little less. Okay. Bye.
And you guys leave Valentine's shop with more shopping loot done. Congratulations.
Yay.
So, you're back out in Manasnow Square. What do you want to do?
Well, I think our last stop is Seamus. He was the one who has been working with Felix when he was here, right?
I think so. That's what he said, I think.
Perfect. Why don't we do that? And we'll just detour at the ship where I'm gonna just borrow Normandy's black bow. If he wakes up, I'll give it back.
But I think that's his, Darian. That's not fair.
No, you're right. That's why I'm just gonna borrow it. And if he wakes up, he can have it back.
You guys are terrible. Okay.
Great. Black
Ye-
bow. Awesome.
There you go. You got it. Okay,
Wow.
so you make your way down the street to the mountain guide shop, Seamus's mountain guide shop. You go in the door, ding-a-ling. You see there's a counter and all of these mountain trail maps, and hiking locations and welcome to Manasnow pamphlets and stuff like that.
Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah, it's quite quaint, actually. Excuse me. Are you?
Hi there.
Hi, Seamus, right? I think I recall you from the song earlier.
Yes, did you like my solo?
It was just wonderful. Loved it.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yep.
So,
Voice crack.
rumor has it that, about 6-7 months ago, Felix stopped in town and you were able to help him out. Do you mind sharing a little bit about your experience there? What you helped him with?
Why, sure, but, it'll cost you. Just your time, though. Oh, good. Good old pirate joke. I had I had Felix come in here, and he came to find me, and he was asking for somebody to lead him up the heaven-reaching heights and get to the top of the mountain. It's kind of a dangerous trek, and it gets confusing. But as soon as we reached the top, we parted ways. He went down the mountain on the other side to the red lights, where those are.
Oh, so he just stopped in to move down to the red lights. This is the second time we've heard that name. What is the red lights?
Oh, well, let me tell you an old-fashioned spooky story. Okay, so the red lights are, well, red lights. And they're found deep south, beyond the mountains, where there ain't no sun. Actually, there is sun, but, when it gets dark, you can see the lights. All these red lights floating. There's been lots of rumors saying that if you die down there, it's so cold that not even your soul gets sent to the deep. But I don't believe that. I think it's just an old wives' tale. I've never actually seen these red lights, but people assume those are the spirits of the wandering adventurers that died in the cold.
That's really spooky.
Yes.
But I think it's just what we're looking for.
Oh, you're looking for ghosts?
Felix went down that way towards the red lights?
Yes. Well, I don't know if he never said what he was looking for. It's not my business to ask. But, he, was heading towards that area, and I assume that's what he was looking for. Like, there's nothing else down there besides, well, death and cold and lights.
Seamus, you say this was nearly 8 months ago.
9, maybe, yeah.
Okay, even further back. Tell me, do you recall him using his, any jewelry, any rings on his hands that he touched or used in any specific ways?
No, it was pretty peaceful go, actually. One of my smoothest runs. But, yeah, no, he was wearing gloves the entire time.
Tell me, did you ever shake his hand, or do you know where he spent the night, if he spent the night here at all?
Oh, just at Fritz's Tavern.
All right.
Then we left in the morning. So, are you looking for a guide?
Well, I think we have a ship. I don't know if we'll need to hike over the mountains.
A ship? Like for the sea? Actually, no, sorry. I saw your flying machine. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly over this mountain. It's too cold.
Yeah, I think, guys, this is more of an expedition we need to go. I say we check out the tavern where he stayed and then maybe get a few more tips and tricks. And I mean, my gut instinct is to follow through where these red lights are going, and we might find something of importance.
Yeah, no, there's definitely something there. All right, Seamus, how much would it cost to have you take us over the mountains?
1,000 gold.
Oh,
I mean, we can do that though, guys.
No, we can, but does that just simply include
You hear
or is
rustling in the background, and you hear like someone like scurrying and like moving papers around, and this teenage boy who's a little rotund comes out with this bowl cut. It's just a little tiefling boy, and he comes out and he's like, "Oh, sorry,
I couldn't help it over here that you're looking for a mountain guide. Seamus? Sorry, but do you mind? My first one, please? I got a chaser, you know? Right?
And Seamus is like, "Oy, Leslie, I can't let you go. You've only seen the maps. And these guys, they don't want to waste their time with you. I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free. That's terrible business, Leslie.
What do you guys say? Please?
The decision's not mine to make. Westboro and Tallwan.
I look at Darian. And I give him, like, kind of a nod.
You know, Norman does have like 1,000 gold sitting in his pocket. I don't
Oh my
think
god!
We're about to go hiking into a dangerous winter mountain. And this guy's about as green as they get. Oh,
But
no
everyone's gotta
offense.
start somewhere,
You're one to
Darian.
talk. We're ones to talk.
Oh, I'm not green. I had a season 1 finale, which was epic as hell.
No, I meant you and I are both green ourselves, but I realize now that's not what you meant.
You're green, I'm not.
Right.
Guys, please. There's something my heart is feeling.
No, please, no, thank you.
I
No.
hear
No,
it in the wind.
We have to.
I'm looking for a dragon girl who set my heart aflame. She was with the greeters.
No,
She
stop
was with
it, please,
Felix.
stop.
She was
No.
there 9 months ago.
Deal!
But I need you.
Deal!
on.
Oh,
Show
come on,
me
Darian.
and
We
take
need to
me
get this boy.
away from Manasnow. Yeah!
Did you, that song, talking about a dragon with Felix, did you know Felix personally? Or is this just another song?
No, but he was here with the entire Greeters Guild. And, I fancied one of them. Went on my first date with a girl.
A girl I love.
All right.
Girl I love.
Come on, Darian. We
Oh.
have to get him now.
Every part of me that wants to make the logical decision is screaming no, but this is just too interesting to watch the rest of it play out. If one of us ends up dead, I blame it on Bullcut. All right, we'll take you for free.
Yes! I'm on the roll! And that's the end of the show. That's the end of the episode. Okay, we're going to continue this next time on episode 10 of season 2. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Banana!